Alright, greetings Commanders and welcome to another live stream. My name is Commander FuzzyViz and this is the PAP Chat. Today we are going to be hopping in my beluga liner, the USS WeMightGetThere. And we're going to be taking a look at some local wonders, sites, and tourist locations that are close to Seoul. Actually, the list that I have come across that I'm very interested to run through because, you know, I'm very avid, I love exploring in this game. The wonder, what we can find out there in the void is absolutely beautiful and amazing in all its rights and aspects. Frontier definitely went out of their way to make sure that the awe factors are there so long as you are able to get to those locations. And a lot of people think that these locations, these wondrous sites, are all out there in the void, far away from distance, and you need a souped-up exploration vessel in order to reach these locations. Now, that's not entirely true. Yes, there are some pretty wondrous discoveries that have been made out there in the void. Some that you will never see unless you go out there go out there into the vast dark yourself. But there are plenty, and I mean plenty, of sites to see and interesting locations to find within the core. And this is where we're going to be starting off the new series that I'd like to start as far as live streaming goes for a little while, because things are kind of changing and in the works, as you guys can know, as you guys have more than well noticed. We'll get to that here in a second, but back to the series. Like I said, I would like to start a series where we go through this list that I've provided in the description below, and it is provided by ED Utilities, and I highly suggest looking for or taking a look at this link if you guys sort of desire to visit any of the locations that I have listed or have shown today, or actually in the series entirely. There's it's pretty much a list that's comprised of locations of interest closest or within Seoul to the furthest away from Seoul. And actually, you know, we're gonna actually not do this whole entire list because let's see, I think the furthest distance location is 29,873 light years from Seoul. So we're actually going to end up saving that for a different live stream. And once me and myself and the Pilots Ascension Program hash out details, we'll go ahead and release those to you so that you'll know about them. Any hoozles. So before we get started on our expedition adventure into the local depths of the bubble, there's a couple things I would like to talk to you guys about as far as the PAP Chat goes. So like I said, the PAP Chat's going through a little bit of a change here. So as you can see, both the standby screen and the overlay that you see now has changed. I wanted to make this a little more crisper. I wanted to make it more relative to the games that I play. So, with that in mind, any games that I do add to the PAP Chat will have its own themed overlay and display. So any requests that you guys want to throw my way as far as games you'd like to see on the PAP Chat, feel free to send them my way, because I would love to share the content and enjoy the time with you guys, ultimately. Now, because I've been making these changes, this is the main reason as why I've been a little bit of the absent side the past 2 weeks. Work's been kind of a little on the rough side. We'll go with that in the IRL section of YouTube. I've been committing to the work on revamping the PAP Chat livestream, and then also, a member of the Pilots Ascension Program and myself wanted to make a competitive side channel for not only pilots of the Pilots Ascension Program that want to take a break from Elite Dangerous, but also we love competitive. We have a competitive streak, and CQC is a great way to showcase that, but we'd like to give you guys a little bit more. So I have a little bit of a special announcement. The pilots, the YouTube channel, the PAP Chat is going to be sharing its live streaming space with Needful Gaming. It is a competitive channel that myself and Toxic Thermite, you guys have met in the past and will be obviously meeting in the future for those that are new to the live stream. We put this together, like I said, for our competitive nature, and to kind of show you guys share with you guys gameplay and have fun with you guys. So, without further ado, I'd actually like to showcase these overlays and everything we've got in store for you. And actually, I'm going to leave myself unmuted so I can talk you guys through it real quick. And bear with me, because since this is all brand new and I have literally revamped everything, so I've got the control setup, controls next to me so I can view these properly. So you guys have already seen the Elite Dangerous standby screen and overlay. Now next is a game I've been wanting to play this game. Despite the poor choice of words by the developers. I'm going to go with that. It's their only drawback, poor choice of words. On top of which, limited, it was originally a PC and PlayStation exclusive, or well, PC and PC and PlayStation only, so it was not accessible to me at the time. But now that it has been ported over to the Xbox and given the update next, hint hint, I've been wanting to add it to the live stream. So, without further ado, here is the next game to be added to the PAP Chat live stream. As long as I get this right. Control N. Alright. No Man's Sky. I know what you guys are all thinking. You know, all the bad hype is behind this game, and I completely understand. But I want to give it a chance. I would love for this to be an amazing game for me, and the future game for the PAP Chat. It's a beautiful game. It's a great concept. I mean, we can every day we kick it on. It's well, continued or just expedition adventure. Anyways. So, we're going to add this to the live stream lineup. Now, I'm going to start a fresh, brand new game for you guys so that we can follow it step by interesting step together. I'm also going to make sure that the difficulty is cranked up just a little bit. Not of course, max difficulty. I'm sorry, permadeath. But we're going to increase the difficulty a little bit. I have started to play it a little bit just to get my bearings and figure out the core mechanics of the game up to a T, and I'm ultimately going to scrap that save and restart for you guys. I know there's a lot of live streamers out there that are currently live streaming No Man's Sky, but despite that fact, I would like to add it to the live stream either way. It's a great game, and I would like to see it grow and become something more than what it started. And they've made great leaps and strides with the recent updates, especially next, and them rolling out quite a few fixes and visual upgrades in the same sense. So, along with the standby screen, as you guys see here, there is obviously going to be a... Oh, well, okay, so instead of having a overlay over the gameplay, what I'm planning to do is just view this full screen as far as No Man's Sky goes. But for travel in between, I've got a little bit of a, let's see, I'll share it down. There we go. So this is the No Man's Sky overlay. This is going to be for when we're traveling from place to place, the idle time in between, so that I can take a moment, talk to you guys. Well, I'll constantly be talking to you guys, but truly focusing in on your guys' chat and conversing with you guys about the game and the current whatever's going on. Okay, so I still have to revamp the Astroneer overlay, and I do plan to do that, and on top of which the Dead Rock Galactic, but for now those two are going to be put on the back burner until for now, just for now. So, next on the list is what I said earlier about the PAP Chat sharing this YouTube channel with Needful Gaming. Like I said, it's going to be a competitive channel. We're going to be developing it not only on YouTube, but we're also going to be developing it on Mixer as well. Now, this isn't a advertisement, hey, go over to our Mixer, because we would like to broaden our horizon when it comes down to viewers so that we can show as many people as possible the content that we have. Because we ultimately just we want to meet more people. This is our opportunity to hang out with you guys and spend some time playing some games, just good old-fashioned fun. So yeah, like I said, and for the first game, and for now, it's going to be the only game we're going to be adding to it until we obviously develop more of the overlay a little bit, which should be seamless as I hope it goes. But here is our first game we're going to be introducing with Needful Gaming competitive channel. Da, 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 da. Overwatch. Yes, that is right. We are going to be playing Overwatch in all of its glory. Now, there's no real guarantee as far as if I'm going to be alone with people, you know, or I'm sorry, allied as far as anyone that's with the party with us. We're going to be hashing out the details between myself and Toxic later. But for the time being, I'm going to be hosting this and getting the ball rolling. So, tomorrow, we're going to be playing Overwatch. At least as far as when I get home from work. But we're going to be kicking off and starting off Overwatch. And yeah, we're going to have a blast. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be fun. I love Overwatch. It is an amazing game. It's a great game for me to burn off some, well, just to break away from the Elite. I love Elite. Don't get me wrong, Frontier. I'm not betraying you. Okay, maybe a little bit. But I need to break away from every now and then. Anyways, so this is the standby screen that you guys will be seeing for the time being until I decide to revamp it. If you guys don't like it, let me know. If you like it, do please, of course, let me know. I'm all ears and I love suggestions. I love feedback as far as the channel goes. There's still some more improvements that I plan to work into the live streams, but for now, this will do. I've been away from the actual mic for too long. 2 weeks is too long for me. But you know, I apologize in advance, guys. I know I'm trying to stick with the schedule. I'm gonna try and put out as many videos as possible, but I'm also trying to get back into creating videos like the the Inara videos. Yes, I am still in development of those videos. It's just I keep hitting snags with how I should present the storyline. It's kind of a new element for me, so I please beg for your guys' forgiveness. I'm sorry. But don't worry. I was not intending to be gone for long, and we will be back stronger than ever. All right, so standby screen. Next, we have the overlay for Overwatch. And this will be our standby screen. This will be when we're in character selections, loading screen, so on and so forth. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. And then we're going to be playing the actual game in full screen so that you guys can bask in all of its glory. So these are the changes that have been going forth so far. Like I said, it's still a work in progress, as is always. It's never not going to be in a work in progress phase. So I please ask that you bear with us, and I greatly appreciate the patience, guys. You don't, I can't tell you how appreciative I am of your guys' support that you guys have shown us on the PAP Chat so far. But without further ado, I would like to get the ball rolling with what should I call this? Local Road to Wonders. No, I've already done that. Nope, I didn't want that. New. Okay, so Galaxy Tours Episode 1, Wonders So Close to Home is going to be Episode 1 of this series. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to be taking a look at local wonders within the bubble that just about anyone can get to. Now, there will be some limitations to them. I'll kind of go through them as we come across them. Some of these locations might actually be new to me, so I honestly can't wait. So let's go ahead and get back into our Elite Dangerous overlay so that we can be proper in our theme. And let's get this started, guys. Welcome aboard, and yeah, welcome aboard the USS WeMightGetThere, the ship of potential wonders and, no guarantees, just, flat out honesty. Yeah, I'm just gonna scratch that that slogan and try and work something in later days. Anyways, so at the current point in time, I am in LHS 263, and let me get back to the list here. Kind of reading off my phone, so you guys have to just bear with me just a moment so I can figure out where I'm at. Well, we're just going to start this journey off here. The first destination that we're going to be heading off to, we're going to go to WISE 085-0714. This is 7.2 light years from Sol. I should have started from Sol, but, there's... Oh, that's why. It's because it's read off different. Okay, so at the current point in time, I'm at LAWD, L-A-W-D 2622.5, because I wanted to see this star. It is a Wolf-Rayet star within the bubble. And the description is, I remember spending ages looking for Stone's treasure here. Thanks, Frontier. Should hand myself in to Hutton Orbital for some mug recycling. Anyways, let's go ahead and exit the station. We're gonna pass by the star in question just so that we can take a look at it, because I want to say these are the very, very bright purple ones that I actually do like going to, as long as there is rings in the system, because the backdrop that you get from ringed worlds within those stars in them in their systems. The hue, whether that be the dust cloud or the oh, am I stuck? No, yeah, I was stuck. Anyways, whether you be in an ice ring or a rocky ring, metallic, oh god, that fog that you get will be purple too, which is amazing to see. Amazing to see. So let's go ahead and lock on to it real quick before we type out our coordinates for the next location. Oh, I keep going to Galaxy Map. Big ol' sucker. Oh, hey. Yeah, there's a white dwarf too. White dwarf here too. Give that a good old scan. Go and kick the music back on so that we can fully enjoy our surroundings here. Without blasting you guys' ears off. There we go. All right. No. You know, I know it's gonna happen. This system needs to be memed. Because every time you pass by, you gotta say, "Oh Lord." I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Wolf Riot. Alright, while we're taking our trip to this star, let's go ahead and pull up good old-fashioned Google and find out the definition of a Wolf Riot star. So, Wolf Riot star, often abbreviated as WR stars, are a rare heterogeneous set of stars with unusual spectra showing prominent broad emission lines of highly iodized helium and nitrogen or carbon. So one more time while we're there. Wolf Riot stars are often abbreviated as WR stars, are a rare heterogeneous set of stars with unusual spectra showing prominent broad emission lines of highly iodized helium and nitrogen or carbon. Because I shouldn't have slowed down that much. You know, I know Mom always taught me to never stare at the sun. But I never asked her if it was what if it was purple. I mean, that's just gorgeous as is. So, Wolf Riot star, ladies and gentlemen. Nice, beautiful purple. It's piercing that night sky. Alright, let's take a moment and kick down our speed a little bit since we're approaching. So gorgeous. Alright. I think we've gotten enough of the star. I don't know about you guys. Alright, let's go ahead and take off towards our next destination. We're actually going to go ahead and follow the list from here on out, guys. Alright, so first one is Alpha. Yeah, actually, let's go ahead. Let's see. Nope, not going there. So we're going to go to Y's. So this is W-I-S-E. And I'm sorry for everybody that has to watch me type this out. I know, Xbox, but oh well, that's okay. Because I mean, without the Xbox, I guess I could be live streaming on the PC, but you know, my friends are on the Whew, excuse me. All right, 85-07. And for those that have just joined or are watching later down the road, just to let you guys know, I am pretty much pure reading this off of the Elite Dangerous Utilities. So if, again, you guys want to visit any of these locations that we go to, please feel free to. I left a link in the description down below so that every one of you guys can pay these locations a visit. So that, one, you guys can find a favorite location of your own. We're actually going to be going to... Let's take a look here. No, I need to actually go there and scan the data, scan the system, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright. So I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday afternoon. I know I'm certainly am. So, just to give you guys a heads up and a little bit of info here. So I am currently working overnights for this entire week. So, I am going to try and do a little bit of a daily live stream this week for the rest of the week on out. So... that I can get some more content out to you guys so that you guys can experience the new bits of the channel. So tomorrow when I get back home, we're going to be doing some live streaming some Overwatch, and this is going to be in representation of Needful Gaming. We're still the PAP Chat, but Needful Gaming is going to be sharing this channel with us for the time being until we can get fully set up on the Mixer side of life. I'll make sure you guys have links and so on and so forth. So that you can pay us a visit. Say we're playing a game that has mixer activity. All right, so let's see here. Okay, bear with me, guys. I gotta. Figure out where we're going here. Oh, A5 or 5A. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So we're heading to planet 5A. All right. Apologize. The multitasking here is ridiculous. And I'm very poor at it, though. Just throwing that out there. Alright, guys. So, planet 5A in WISE 0855-0714, approximately 7.2 light years away from Sol. We are going to be heading to a installation, as far as which the name is called, I'm not entirely sure because it's not listed on the darn thing. But that's okay. We're not going to give them that much issue because it's labeled literally agricultural installation, which is awesome. So, this is actually I've seen a couple different installations, medical installation, science installation, in the game, but I have not seen a agricultural one, so I'm very keen to see if there's any differences between the two. So this will be a little bit of an adventure for me. As I said, this is a list based straight off of Elite Dangerous Utilities on any web browser, phone, PC, so on and so forth. So let's see what we can find. Great location. Got gas giants right there. Well, let's hit the brakes real quick and scan this guy real quick, just to see what this is. Pretty sure that's a gas giant. Doesn't look landable. Hit to be. Yep. Class 1 gas giant. All right. Oh man, this might make this a little long. I got a little too close to the planet it's orbiting. Ah, it's not pulling us too bad. Only 0.04. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one. Let's hit the brakes just in case. Oh, there it is. Oh, it is different. Okay. What a location, too. Look at that. That is beautiful. Let's get out into the... So this is an agricultural installation in Elite Dangerous. So agricultural being plants, food, and all sorts of stuff like that. This is actually pretty nifty. Let's hit the brakes and we can take a look at this. So, I like this. They've simulated light with the light projectors here. Hit the brakes and back up just a little bit so I don't get sideswiped by one of those things. I can't imagine that being friendly. Alright, let's take a look at these little pods they've got on the side of these. So, the rotating rings, that's supposed to simulate gravity. So, so that the people that are working in these installations can have a heavy footing and not be floating around all over the place. Like I said, projectors help simulate light that will help the plant life grow in these installations. So I'm seeing a lot of trees, foliage, and nice, vibrant greens. This is beautiful. And again, 2 planets. You got your moon here, landable, nice red and tan hues. And then on the other side, you've got this beautiful gas giant, which, I mean, we're kind of on the dark side of it, but that's okay, that's okay. With the backdrop of the galactic plane, amazing. Just amazing. And I don't know if you guys caught that, or as I said it earlier, but definitely different than the research and medical facilities that I've seen in this game so far, which those in themselves are impressive, but this is different. This is definitely not something I'm used to seeing as far as... Now, of course, there's a tunnel. We have to go down it. See what's inside. Hopefully it's big enough for me to fit. It's a fly-through. Oh. Oh gosh, I'm stuck. This might have been a bad idea. Yeah, this is what I get. Beluga liner. Let's see how this looks. Oh. Yeah, so, never mind. Ow. Okay. Alright, so for the future duration of this trip, I need to refrain from temptation, which is really hard for me, by the way. I don't have a fighter on this thing now, I have a scarab. Okay. Anyways, carrying on, and learning from our lessons that belugas do not fit in medium-sized spaces. They just don't fit, period. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of time to go head off to our next location. So, Groombridge 34. This is going to be another installation, a scientific installation. So you guys will get to see that side of it. So, Groombridge 34. FYI, that's how we cook bacon around here. We just cook our shit, and it cooks bacon indirectly, or directly, but whatever. Okay, now that we're needing to go to planet 4. Okay, cool. And maybe go the right-ish way. No, generally. You know, I'm a bad tour guide. Although it could be worse. I could totally end up in the wrong spot entirely. Hopefully I don't just jinx myself there. But we'll see, we'll see. Oh, there it is. Oh, of course, it's on the other side of this planet. Okay. Actually, let's go around the light side. Ah, and this is actually a little bit different than the original science facility that I've seen in the past. It's more square. But I guess that's good to know that Frontier took the time to give this game variety and depth as far as the types of buildings and locations you can come across. Gosh, I wonder if one of these days we'll be able to land on these facilities and gather resources, trade, and so on and so forth. It looks like you can, because I mean, it looks like the base comes equipped with what looks like landing pads to me. This is for something else. I couldn't know. Couldn't tell you. CQC Championship. Gotta have a proper fighter race here. Just saying. Very proper. Alright guys, so science facility. Pretty cool looking. And like I said, it looks like a good fighter location to either race or battle in, as long as everyone's crimes are reported against me off and you don't hit the station as far as, you know, fighting goes. But beautiful parent planet that it's orbiting. This was in Groombridge 34, and this is approximately 11.7 light years away from Sol, on orbiting planet 4A. All right. So this location isn't that far either. Or at least the next location we're going to be heading to, which is Epsilon Indy. There's something planet side I would like to see. This one might be a little bit of a hide and seek because it's stating that there's canyons here. So let's go take a peek. Planets with some intense pay canyons, apparently, or at least for canyon runners. So I would like to take a peek. So Epsilon Indy is 11.8 light years away from Sol. Just for good measure. Oh, not that one. Oh, I know why we're here. Okay, guys, here's a tree. Midoran Hollow, the moon of New Africa. You guys ready for some fun? This is about to get fun. And I'm not going to give a description. So, for those out there that have been here, please just keep your excitement in for just a moment so that those that have not seen this yet can bask in all of its glory and just absurdness. So, Midoran Hollow has a little bit of an interesting backstory. It was, I mean, obviously put into the game when they actually developed the whole system itself. But unfortunately, when they were putting in, or when the planet got designated its orbit speed, I'm guessing one too many zeros were applied. And in doing so, well, let me just stop myself right there because you guys are going to be seeing for yourself. Yes, guys, you are seeing that correctly. This planet is flying. Look at that, man. Going faster than I am. And yes, this planet is landable. Oh, looks like it got an update. But the trick behind landing on this is not to try and chase this. So, we're actually going to go and turn around and meet this thing on the other side. Wait, it's above me now. Paying attention for it too. There it is. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. And this is how you catch a moon with a ridiculous orbit. And hopefully I don't miss it. Okay. That was not professional at all. And actually, no, that's all right. We're gonna chill here for a second. See the ridiculousness this is. So yeah, like I said, this was actually an error on Frontier's part. This moon was definitely not supposed to be orbiting this planet, the parent planet, so quickly. But it has been a tourist location and a popular one at that. Many, many, many commanders come out here to witness this wonder all in itself. I mean, depending on perspective, I mean, it almost looks like the parent planet is actually the moon itself. But no, it's the other way around. Alright. So yeah, guys, that's Minarin Hollow. Pretty crazy location, and like I said, I highly suggest everyone to pay this place a visit. But before we leave, we're actually going to go ahead and hop on the planet, hop in our SRV, and enjoy the sights for just a moment. Alright, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna float over to this landing spot here in a moment so that we can get out on the SRV and address this, or not address this, but appreciate this moon's orbit. I just realized that you guys cannot hear gameplay. So while we're floating there, I'm going to put that together really fast. Quick. Alright, I'm going to mute myself so that I can hear the live stream real quick while I'm landing, or finding a landing spot, and then cool. Now you guys can hear the live stream, which is awesome. Alright, let's get out on our SRV and go roam around a little bit.
Emergency warning.
Fortunately, I'm not going to go that far because it might prove difficult to get my ship back down here if we get too far. So, we're going to get out in our handy-dandy cam here. Prepare our shot, because I know it goes right across that. Alright, we're gonna let the moon pass, or I'm sorry, the moon, the parent water world pass by one more time, and then we're gonna take off to our last and final destination for today. Now, like I said, this is going to be a series of live streams for the Galactic Tours. Each week, we're going to go ahead and visit a X number of interesting locations to check out, and hopefully we can find the not only wondrous, amazing, but just downright beautiful. Like, this is amazing. I'm glad that the Frontier decided to leave this in the game. I mean, it's ridiculous, not to say the least, but amazing nonetheless. I mean, imagine what this water world is dealing with, like constant waves, like just massive. It has to be with the moon being this way. Anyhoozles. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take off. We're gonna go ahead and head off to our last and final destination.
Scan detected.
Alright guys, so the system that we're going to be going to is Beta Hydra. Hydri. I don't know how to pronounce it. So this system is, let me pull up my handy dandy phone that I've been pulling all this information from at the current point in time. So this system is 24.3 light years away from Sol. Now the thing is that this system, I believe, has a permit lock to it, so you might have to gain, I want to say it's Federation rank you need to get in order to get into this system. And let's see, I think we're going to Homeland. Okay, here it is. Planet, what was it? I just looked at it and I didn't even... So, Homeland is the planet you're wanting to fly to. I want to believe that the location that is going to be our ending point for today is right next to Stevenson Base. I believe it's actually in the same instance as the base itself, so as long as no markers appear up what we're looking for, we should just drop down into the station, if I remember correctly. So, as we're flying off to our next location of observation and tourism, I would like to thank you all for joining me today on the USS WeMightGetThere on the Galactic Tours. Again, this is going to be a series of live streams where we go through and take a look at the interesting and the wonderful, so close to home, and that any pilot of any rank exploration can get to pretty easily. You know, yeah, depending on some of these locations, you might find it a little difficult in the lower end versions of the exploration vessels, but all in all, not too bad. These locations are not far at all. And like I said, we're going to be continuing this. I want to say I'm going to continue this on a weekly basis for Elite Dangerous for a little while until I can get my bearings straight with Elite. Tomorrow, we're going to be live streaming and starting off Needful Gaming. As I stated earlier, it's going to be sharing the channel with the Pilots Ascension Program for now. And I'm going to want to strongly state that it's going to be probably sharing it permanently, as it is a shared collaboration effort by myself and one other member of the Pilots Ascension Program. Not only will that be on YouTube, but it'll also be on Mixer as well whenever he's live streaming, so that we can appeal to all of the audiences, all of them. And again, I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. It has been a blast. You know, the agricultural and the science facilities were the agricultural one was definitely new for me. The science facility, again, like I said, I've visited science facilities, but it didn't look anything like that. Actually, I want to say at one point in time, medical centers and science facilities looked the same. They looked very promising for fighter racing, or even fighter duels, so long as you don't have to hit the station itself. So very promising, very cool locations that I've seen so far. And even Minoran Hollow. Every time I find this, or I come across this location, it always takes me by surprise. Alright, let's go ahead and approach this planet, or this station. Good thing too, because I need the repairs. Note to self: try not to fit Beluga liner in small slot-like areas. Yeah.
Sound Kruger, Foxtrot Uniform, Zulu. Federal Flight Control Channel open. Observe docking protocol if you wish to land.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, so it is its own marker. Okay, cool. Alright, military installation, huh? So, this military installation is a capital ship dock for the Federation Farragut class cruisers. It looks like there's a Farragut class cruiser that is docked as is. The FDN-RD5 Federation. No other markings than that. Seems to be the name. Wow, it's actually doing some serious repairs here. Oops, that was not the button I wanted to press. Bad. This time, yes. Alright guys, well, oh wait, there it is. Farragut class cruiser, just for you guys. Alright guys, I think this is going to be it for us today. It has been swell, it has been fun. Make sure you guys hit that notification and subscribe to the channel, or let me make sure I get this right in order. I'm a little bit on the tired side, as you guys can tell from my recording here. It's kind of a little on the sloppy side today. But if you guys like the content, the tours, and you're liking the content so far, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button, especially towards the fact that we're going to be going live pretty much randomly throughout the week, pretty much every week. It just depends on status as far as IRL goes, but if you guys hit that notification and the little bell icon to go with it, you guys will be notified every time we go online, which will be fun because I love to hang out with every single one of you guys. But anyways, that is it for me today. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow with the Needful Gaming on Overwatch. Bye-bye, guys, and fly safe.
On the snowy pastures, summer dawns as the winter passes. Celebrations start as the cold air trains. We take a step onto celestial plains. Snowy pastures, summer dawns as the winter passes. Celebrations start as the cold air trains. We take a step onto celestial plains.